What's going down? Thor back. Baseball Boy Banter's the channel. Thor's Thoughts the show. I am Thor. And today, I got a lot of thoughts. Because Star Wars Episode 9, which we all know is the Rise of Skywalker, dropped today. They dropped a trailer. Not out of nowhere. We knew it was coming. Star Wars celebrations happening in Chicago. Got a lot of friends from the Saber Legion out there. What up, everybody? I'm jealous. But I was watching it live on YouTube. I watched the whole panel. So I'll talk a little bit about the panel, not much. And then I'm just going to go into my thoughts and kind of reactions from the trailer. So they started out with Stephen Colbert as the host. He brought out J.J. Abrams, Kathleen Kennedy, and it was kind of rough because he kept asking questions. They kept pretty much giving no answers. What few answers we did get was there will be a time lapse. They didn't say how long, but it won't take place right after The Last Jedi. I'm thinking it's a year to maybe 2 years at the most. I wouldn't say more than 3, but maybe it's less than a year. But Daisy really came out later and she kind of said like some time has passed. So that would make me think it's at least a year, if not more. But then Kathleen Kennedy talked about the responsibility that they have for this story and for Star Wars in general. The crowd was very, very positive, which I wasn't surprised about because even if some of the people in that crowd are the people online saying, you know what, and talking all that, you know what, they're going to cheer. They're going to be the fans that they should be all the time, even when they're not behind a keyboard or a cell phone, but that's neither here nor there. It was a great reception. They brought Billy D out. He was the highlight for sure. When asked if, what did he do to get back into the role of Lando by Stephen Colbert, is like, I've always been Lando pretty much, like it's never left. Anthony Daniels came out. His stuff was funny, but he got old quick. Then they brought out everybody. They brought out Ridley, Oscar Isaacs, John Boyega, Kelly Marie Tran. I can't remember the new girl they brought out, and I can't remember Chewbacca's actual name. But then they brought out this new droid, Dio, I want to say his name was. It was pretty cool. Like there's a picture right there. I liked it. BB-8 was out, R2 was out, so everybody was out. They just kind of broke it down, asked questions. We didn't get a lot of answers, which we never will with the JJ and Star Wars film, especially 9. But it was cool to see everybody on stage. No Adam Driver, no Mark Hamill, not surprising. But then finally, after like an hour or longer, we get the trailer. It's a nice 2 minute and 14 seconds, a teaser. There is no dialogue from the movie in this trailer besides Rey's breathing, the sound of a lightsaber, the sound of a TIE fighter, and Billy D saying like, oh yeah, or woo, or something like that in the Millennium Falcon with Chewie. Outside of that, there's no dialogue. It's all voiceover from Luke. He says pretty much, we've passed on all we know. 1,000 years, generations live inside you. What do you say? We'll always be with you. No one ever's really gone. And then you hear at the end of the trailer, you hear Darth Sidious laugh. You hear the Emperor Palpatine's laugh. I didn't expect it. That was the twist of the trailer. That was the thing that's going to have people talking, because then the guy who voices Darth Sidious came out and said, roll it again. That was a horrible Darth Sidious, but you know what I'm saying. So it was cool. Like that was one of the things I wrote down. It was short. It was cool. No one ever's really gone. Mark Hamill's going to be in this movie, considering the whole trailer was his voiceover, except for, like I said, Rey breathing, a TIE fighter, lightsaber. There wasn't much, right? It's all Mark Hamill's voice. And then you got the Emperor at the end laughing. Oh, he said, this is your fight now. Talking to Rey. He's all this, he has to be talking to Rey. So then they finally reveal the name. It's called Star Wars Rise of the Skywalker. Some other things they put up is like every generation has a legend. The saga comes to an end in text on the screen. So they're really boasting this is it for the saga films. Like there won't be an episode 10, 11, 12. It's going to be new stories. I think they're going to go new directions. They're talking about focusing more on TV and the Disney Plus stuff. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that on Baseball Boy Banter. But yeah, it's very interesting how this trailer played. It was gorgeous looking. I'm super excited for this movie. I'm probably more excited now than before I saw the trailer, and I was already very excited. But that Palpatine twist, that was a good twist. How they pull this off is yet to be seen. And they didn't show anybody in the trailer outside of John Boyega, Oscar Isaacs. Adam Driver was in it for a second. Daisy Ridley, obviously. R2D2, C3PO, Billy D, and then BB-8. Oh, and they showed the Dio, that other droid, one time. But that was it. I mean, they didn't show any Kelly Marie Tran. They didn't show any of the new characters. Oh, Leia was in it for a second. There's a shot of her hugging Daisy Ridley where she's crying. Now, JJ said in his opening, too, that a lot of it was Force Awakens footage. Oh, Luke Saber lives. Daisy Ridley has Luke Saber in the beginning of the trailer when she's doing the breathing. She's like in the desert and she like ignites it and this TIE fighter's flying at her and you see her flipping and she looks like she's going to cut the TIE fighter in half. She's definitely going to cut the TIE fighter in half. But they don't show that part. And then it cuts to, that's when I think it cuts to every generation has its legend or whatever, or has a legend. It was a good trailer. It wasn't like knock my socks off because it was a teaser. It was just like the opening taste of it. But for that opening taste, I'm salivating for more. Give me more. What's up with Palpatine? Has he been pulling the strings the whole time? That means he was the big bad from not only the beginning of 1 all the way to the end here, which I think is proper. Like it feels right, you know? Like unless it's like a clone or shoehorned in and it just feels really bad, if they do it the right way and they execute it properly, which I have a feeling JJ will, it's going to work. It's going to work that he was the big bad of the whole thing. Now, how people are going to feel about maybe Rey being the one who finally kills him, we'll see. But I haven't really read much online about how people are reacting to this trailer. It literally just played about a half hour ago. I watched it 10 times in a row. I watched it the first time just taking it in, right? But then I kind of broke some stuff down, and that's why I wrote down some notes and stuff like that. But it's, like I said, go watch the trailer. I'm sure millions upon millions upon millions have. I shared it on all the Basement Banter web pages, so go check that out. What are your thoughts on the trailer? Does this trailer make you more excited or less excited? Is there anything I missed from the celebration panel that maybe you think is important? Drop it in the comment section below. Like always, like, share, subscribe. I'm Thor. Basement Banter is the channel. Till the next one, deuces.